Welcome to distance learning, everybody. All right, so I have a script. I'm going to use it. So if you see me looking down or anything, that's what I'm referring to. I just wanted to make sure I didn't forget anything to tell you, although you know with all of this I probably will, but I am going to be making daily videos so to go over what's happening every day. So hopefully I will get it into that daily video if I did forget something. Otherwise, please email me with any questions. So, okay, to start with. This is a grid that I'm going to start sending home through Seesaw, and this is for a whole week, okay? So don't get overwhelmed yet. This is a whole week of learning, and so across the top, just a second, across the top you will see Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then going down will be the different subject areas. So we have reading, math, writing, word study, our specialists, I'll talk about that in a minute, and social studies, science, and health. Okay, so the important thing to know is that on this grid, there is a spot for your initials, parents' initials. And so once a day, the day's activities have been completed, you are going to initial right here all the way across for each of the days of the week. This is then due back to me on Monday. If you could send a picture, take a picture of it and email it to me. Otherwise, you can just email it to me. Email me and just say, Johnny Robinson did classes every day or something like that. If you need more information about the attendance piece, because I do have to take attendance, but if you need more information about the attendance piece, Mrs. Honorud put that information in her email out to families, so you can refer back to it there. Okay, now, when you picked up this stuff, let me just double check. Yes, okay. When you picked up the bags from school, besides the stuff, like the Coburn's bag or the Target bag that we had with all the stuff from the desk in it, there were also 3 plastic bags. So I'm going to show those to you now. One of the bags is all of our language arts stuff. You can tell because it is going to have all the yellow packets in it. Okay, so the yellow packets are our word study that we do every week. So this is our language arts bag. So what you're going to need for reading, writing, and word study will be in this bag, the one with the yellow packets. I'm not sure if you want to mark it any more than what we did. And then there's another bag. This bag has all of the math items in it. You can tell it's the math one because it has the math journal in it. Okay, so this is what your child's going to need for math for distance learning. Then I have a bag. We made bags with the assessments. So don't worry about assessments yet. More information will be coming from Mrs. Honorud or from me once she gives me more information about how we're going to be dealing with assessments. But we are going to be doing assessments during distance learning. So, okay, so if you could just try to make sure stuff doesn't go from one bag in another. I know kids love to play with things, but if we could try to keep these bags in a safe place and make sure things aren't getting transferred, because that's going to be easiest for when I do my daily slides and it had to have you take something specific out of the bag for that day, or look for something specific that day. I did also put an extra notebook in the Coburn's bag. Some people had 1, some people had 2, depending on what we've been doing with them this year. But I did put these in the Coburn's bag, and you may want this for math. I think that's coming up in a little bit, but I just wanted to make sure you saw it. So, okay, so those are the bags. Every day, you're going to be working on reading and math. Word study and writing will be on alternate days. Health, science, and social studies will be on alternate weeks. So we'll do a week of health, a week of science, a week of social studies, like that. The specialists, art, Phi-Ed, music, and media, have added their own lessons in for the week. You'll have 2 days of Phi-Ed each week, a day of music, 1 day of media, and 1 day of art. And please remember that Mrs. Settergren is our art teacher, and make sure to follow her plans. There are 2 different art teachers for 2nd grade, and so you just need to make sure to follow Mrs. Settergren's plans. So you'll see it on the grid. It's easy to find. All right, so for reading, our first subject area that you'll come across on the grid, you'll be reading every day, and I would ask for at least 30 minutes, okay? If you have books to read at home, awesome. But if you don't, we added links to Epic and Storyline Online. You can change it up. It's totally up to the kids, all that. I will also be doing a read aloud for you every single day. I'm going to start with The Mouse and the Motorcycle. So that's Beverly Cleary, which is, remember, she's the one who did the Ramona stories, but she also did stories about a mouse named Ralph. Okay, math. In one of your 3 plastic bags, everything you need for math, as I said before, is going to be in here, okay? And then, in case you want a notebook, pull a notebook out and probably keep it with this. Otherwise, everything you need for math is going to be in here. I will be teaching lessons from the daily videos that you're going to get from me, but just make sure math, okay? The math journal that is in your bag, all right, we've been working on, so there will be some pages done, but we'll give you specific pages will be listed in the lesson plans for you, so you know what pages to work on in there. And then if it's something I need to teach, I will teach it in my daily video, all right? One of the quick things I just want to show you, I'm going to mention this more than once because it's that important. One of the first things, if not the first thing, it should be, but in your math plastic bag is the math Unit 9 family letter. At the bottom are 2 rulers. So if you do not have rulers at home, I'm going to ask you to cut these out. One is for inches and one is for centimeters, and you are going to need to use these during Unit 9 math and maybe even 10 and 11 depending on what we're working on. So please, if you don't have a ruler with inches and centimeters at home, please cut these out and keep them someplace safe. All right. Math, put that away. Then, math facts and games. So some of the days we'll have you doing math facts and games. We provided links for those games, how to play them, that kind of thing. Also for games, at the beginning of the year at my parent information night meetings, I sent home folders that had all kinds of math games in there. And if you didn't attend my meeting, I still did send it home. So you can play any of the games out of there. You know most of those games that are in there, and so feel free to play those and have fun with them. I know some of your favorites are in there, so, all right. Let's see, I think that's it. Otherwise, we do have other ideas for different things to do, but math fact practice, even just 5 minutes on those days that we do, that'd be awesome if you could do. And we put some sites in for you to go to for math fact practice. So if you don't already have something, if you have something and you're good, that's totally fine with us. All right, word study and writing. Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays usually will be word study. That's the yellow packet that is in the language arts folder. So let me pull one. Most Fridays will be the day you test. And that's the quick check, and that'll be in your assessment. If it's something that's going to get graded, it's in this assessment bag. So the first one that the kids are going to get tested on is called Quick Check Regular Plurals Unit 20. We have that in the lesson plan, so you will see it. We have it. I have it attached to my daily, so you'll see that too, okay? But again, more information on how we're dealing with assessments and that will be coming to us next week, and then I will be giving it out, or Mrs. Honorwood will be giving it out to you next week. All right. Okay, let's see. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Writing will usually be Tuesdays and Thursdays. I put your current writing journal. I don't think I have one in here, so because I needed to make sure I had enough for you. I put your current writing journal in here, if I found yours. And then in that language arts plastic bag, okay? It's in the plastic bag that has the yellow packets in it, all right? Oh, I did put one in. So here's your writing journal. Awesome. I did also put an extra one in just in case, okay? So you can finish the one that you're working on. Otherwise, if you need more, I did put an extra in there for everybody. All right, with writing, sometimes you'll be given a choice, so you can just write in your journal. We might have a topic if you're struggling with what to write about that day, but otherwise it's your choice what you want to write on those days. But sometimes you will have a specific assignment. Depending on how long this distance learning goes, we may start our poetry, and that'll be in the language arts packet, so I'll get more to that later. Science, social studies, and health will be on the grid, okay? But truly, even for Mrs. Onrood, most important is reading, math, and I would say word study for our second graders, okay? Reading, math, and getting that word study, but reading and math for sure, making sure you're reading. I'd really love, besides my read aloud, I'd like that to be extra, but besides my read aloud, I'd love if everybody could be reading 30 minutes a day. So, you don't get to fight about it, kids. So this is to the kids at this point. You don't get to fight about it. This is me giving you an assignment, and you are the most wonderful class. You never argue with me when I give you an assignment. You just go do it. You are fabulous readers. Think of our workshop time when you're sitting there and reading. That's what this is gonna be. And I really need you to do this every day. No arguments, okay? And remember, if you have books at home, I'm totally fine with that. But if you want to go on to Epic or Storyline Online, that's also fabulous. And I'm going to tell you right now, with all the teachers who are doing these lessons and like how I'm doing the mouse and the motorcycle, there are going to be so many things on YouTube. But that, make sure that you have your parents' approval for before you start doing some of that stuff. Epic is good and approved, and Storyline Online. But even when you're doing the internet, okay, parent approval, all right? Okay, now, one last thing I want to share with you is what I'm going to be doing. So besides the weekly plans that I'll send home on Friday that has everything laid out for the week, I am going to be sending, I'm hoping you can see, oh, there we go. If I tilt it a little bit, you can see it without the glare. I'm going to be sending home a weekly slide in Seesaw. So this is, oh, just a second. Okay, I gotta make sure I don't bump anything. Ooh, click on that. Okay, we'll try to be careful. All right, so every day, I'm gonna be sending home a slide. You will see here, so this is gonna go home Monday through Seesaw, and you're gonna see this. And see where it says daily video? It might not have Mrs. Robinson, but it's gonna for sure say daily video. There'll be a link there that you can attach, and then I will have attached my video for the day so that everything you need to know for the day, if I'm teaching you something new in math, if I've got a book I'm gonna tell you, I'm just gonna tell you all about that stuff in that video. So I'll have a daily video for you to help you. Now, under each section, we're going to have 4 sections. So I have reading, and then you can click on it. So here you can click on Epic, read a story, and guess what? It should hopefully go to Epic, which is why we had you logging into Epic, okay? Then here's Storyline Online. So you'll click there, and it takes you right to Storyline Online. So hopefully we have made this so user-friendly for you. Mrs. Robinson's Read Aloud, The Mouse and the Motorcycle. I'll put a new chapter up each day, and so then you can see me reading to you. I'm going to tell you that's probably going to be the most important thing that I miss is reading to you every day. So, all right, math. So then you'll have the math section, and depending on what we're doing that day will be what's here. So for the first day, you're going to be doing Math Journal page 211, which is a math box page. And so then you can click there, and then you can see what it is just to make sure. Now, you have your math journal. So you'll be doing the page in your math journal, but I just wanted you to make sure that you could see what it was or in case something happens, okay? All right, then I'm gonna close that. Word study, so that'll be your yellow packet. So you would click there. And also it tells you in the lesson plans, it'll tell you what to do, but I also wanted it here so that you could see right away, like, oh, here are the words we're gonna do day 1 and day 2. Kids, it's gonna be a little different than what you're used to, how we do one every day. We're gonna do day 1, day 2, and you're gonna do, we're gonna have you reading them and practicing them. So that's all you gotta do for word study, all right? Okay. Then here's an example. So we're going to have health the first week. And our health topic is Brain Pop, washing hands. So you just click there and it takes you right to the video, but then you have to log in, which is why I had you practice logging in this past week. So, okay, I think that is all I have. Let me just double check and make sure. Oh, so every day I'm going to be sending this slide, and then I'll have the videos, and on the one main video at the top are going to be my lessons, and I'll go over anything you're going to need to know for the day. All right. I'll have those links. Oh, those links, that page does not have the specialists. Their lessons are separate from mine, so that's why I didn't put those on there. But if you need to ask them a question, you can definitely email them. And then let's see. Oh, please email me with any questions. This is learning for all of us. I'm learning new things. Mrs. Johnson and I have been having a lot of fun, and I'll do something, and then all of a sudden it's like, I totally forgot how I did that, and then I have to figure out again. Oh, how did I do that? So anyway, okay, we can do this. We're up for this challenge. Parents, email me, okay? Please, please, please do not sit and be frustrated. Kids, remember, no fighting, okay? No making your parents frustrated. And I'm going to be available. Our elementary hours are going to be Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 3:30, okay? Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 3:30. Email me. We can do this. We're going to get through it and do a great job. And kids, you know, if this were the beginning of the year, oh my gosh, this would have been terrifying. But because we're in the routine, we know what we're doing, we've been working on this stuff all year, you're going to be awesome. All right. Have a great day, and let me know if there's anything. And you'll see my video on Monday with the slides. Thanks.